Hi, collective. How are you? This is Healing Hands. I hope you all are doing okay today. I'm trying to do something different. I was guided a few minutes ago. I've never done this before, but we're gonna be doing pick a card for past life. Okay. I feel like it's important for us to understand our past because when we have a grasp or an understanding of our past, we can prepare for the future, right? It doesn't look like we're just blowing all over the place and we have no idea where we're coming from. We're just moving in a direction without really having the proper guidance to move ahead, right? So let's dig into your past energy, okay? Your past life. Let's see what is influencing your present and probably gonna also influence your future. So I'm gonna be doing 3 pick a cards. It will be 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's try the first one. All right, the first one, someone who will be resonating with this first pile will be somebody who in their past may have done housework, childcare, indentured servitude, and other similar activities. All right, somebody who probably was a servant at some point in their previous life. Okay, all right, let's pull for the second pile. The second pile is somebody who maybe in their past was a functioning addict, enabler, rock bottom. They hit their rock bottom in their past life. They were a caretaker, but basically somebody who dealt with some sort of addiction. Addiction can be anything. It can be addiction to drugs, addiction to enabling people who are also in that energy. It could be addiction to food. It could be addiction to anything, basically. All right. Let's see the third pile here. Will be for somebody who has suffered childhood trauma. Okay, abused in the past, kidnapped or sold into slavery or something, orphaned. There's an abandonment energy here. Wow. Okay, I feel like all right, those are the 3 that we're gonna be reading for. I don't know who this will resonate with or resonate for, but if you are somebody who's had like a servant in your past energy, like you might find yourself currently serving other people, like doing things for people even when you don't have any obligation to. You don't know why you can't help yourself. You just find yourself in a place of servitude, helping people. All right, it's called indentured servitude, where people are just constantly taking from you and you're constantly giving of your energy and you don't understand why. In this present age, if anybody has dwelt in this energy, they'll probably have the, work for them cut out in this lifetime to cut out or cut off people who are just in your life to take and take and take and take from you. All right. Even people who maybe you around you, even if you find yourself dating somebody, you might find them in an energy of a child where you have to like be the one taking care of them. Sometimes we're taking care of actual children, but we have that energy of constantly, having the need to feed other people, to take care of other people, to serve other people. What about yourself? If you're serving others, who's serving you? So in this lifetime, you're meant to get yourself to a state of empowerment where you know and understand that you too deserve to be served. You deserve to be treated like a queen, a king, a royalty. All right, to get your mindset out of a servitude mentality where you don't know, you cannot explain why, but people are just taking and taking, and you're just serving people. It's not a bad energy. I mean, we can give people, we can serve people, but we don't want to be operating from an injured state. All right, a place of wounding where we lack the consciousness to decipher when we truly need to help somebody versus when, we're just giving and to people who do not even deserve our energy. All right. Okay, let's see. Let's pull something else for the first pile. So if you are resonating with the first pile where you feel like, you're constantly in an energy where you're serving people, some people in this lifetime may even also find themselves doing this type of work, childcare, or feel they are comfortable, taking care of somebody's child or taking care of the children or being a stay-at-home mom or just doing housework, and just, staying in that energy. And some people who, if you, in this lifetime, you're not in this energy, you might find yourself, constantly gravitating towards that, energy. Sometimes it will come across as, you are there to service people. All right. Somebody needs help. They call you. I mean, you're ready to do whatever they ask you, without question, without even, receiving back what you're putting in, what you're giving to people. All right. If you're in this energy, you have a past history that is linked to Africa. And it talks about being a female gatherer or a male gatherer, a shaman, a shamaness, a male server, a female server, male royalty, female royalty, male hunter, female hunter, male gatherer, female gatherer, male warrior, female warrior, male artisan, female artisan. All right. So there's an energy here. Isn't that interesting that we got server, also male server, female server, gatherer. So obviously in your past, you were probably linked to Africa, or you find yourself resonating with, things that are African, even in this lifetime. You probably might like things connected to Africa or connected to, gathering things or even serving people or serving things or, but what Spirit wants you to understand is in your past somewhere, you also were a male royalty or a female royalty. And in this lifetime, you're meant to, find your way to where you are that royalty in your energy, where you understand that people are meant to treat you with respect, treat you with kindness, and treat you, like a king or a queen that you are. So it's a lot of self-empowerment energy that I'm getting from here, where someone who is, in their present, energy has to be in a place of, affirming their royalty, okay? And understanding that you are defined by yourself, who you think you are. Nobody should define us, and nobody should put us in an energy where, we are serving or like we feel in our spirit, all right, that we are just serving people. You're giving. Who's giving unto you? You're meant to also receive when you give. So if you're giving and you're not receiving, there's something wrong. There is a disconnect. So you have to find your way or find your path to where you two can gather, all right, rather than just giving, all right, and not just serving people, where, it's like you're an artisan. You're just there to help people, just there to produce for people. This energy also might be the energy of somebody who has a lot of children or who has found themselves, with a lot of kids around them in this lifetime where they are taking care of children, okay? Because they did that in their past. So when we are born, we gravitate towards our past before we realize that we are meant to be moving in the future, okay? Let me see for the second pile. The functioning addicts, those who are dealing or who dealt with addiction, who in this lifetime may find themselves gravitating towards addiction and maybe hitting rock bottom. Some people might struggle, and some of the people who are, gonna resonate with this energy would probably in their present life, have hit some type of rock bottom in their life. It could be rock bottom in anything, just doing something and it looks like you're unable to help yourself. Holy Spirit, let's get something for this second pile. For those who will resonate with it. All right. So if you're going to resonate with this second pile, you are connected to the British Isles. all right, the British Islands. It talks about Tudor and Elizabethan era in the 1500s and 1600s. Okay, that's interesting. It talks about being in the past a female merchant or a male merchant, a male nobility, female nobility, a priest or a friar, clergy, a nun, male royalty, female royalty, male farmer, female farmer, male servants, female servants, male artisan, female artisan, male scholar, male military, male merchants, female merchants. Okay, there's something in your past, if you're resonating with this, where you were, connected to royalty for sure. It may have even been, connected to royalty to a place of addiction to power. Okay, but some of you also may resonate with, gravitating towards a spiritual path, like, teaching and, ministering to people. Or some of you might even have found yourself as light workers in this lifetime. Okay, where you feel like you have to take care of people, you have to heal people. And some people might be in an energy of, in this lifetime, you all know you have the skills to garden, all right, to plant. Some of you may love the plants around your home, may have a magic touch, magic finger is what I'm hearing, where whatever you put in the soil, in the ground, turns into gold or magic. Like you have that skill. It's not everybody who can plant and the plants will survive. But, in your energy, you would have found yourself where whatever you do with the soil thrives. Okay. But this energy is also the energy of somebody who has military experience. So you may also have found yourself, attracted to the military or things that have to do with the military, or, even have been a male scholar. All right. So you're very studious, you're educated, or you like to study. All right. You just like to study. Okay. There's nobility here. All right. For somebody who's found themselves in this energy, and it's connected to the British Isle. Very interesting. Okay. I said I haven't done this reading before. I was asking Spirit, I don't know how we're going to do this. Connecting into people's past lives. For those of you who believe in past lives, if you don't, that's fine. You can just take whatever we're saying and apply it to your present, present life, of maybe, functioning addiction or struggling or trying not to fall back into rock bottom if you've been there. Some people might find themselves struggling really hard with whatever addiction. It could be addiction to sex, addiction to food. Like I said, it could be any type of addiction. It could even be addiction to work, just working and making money. All right. And you don't understand why is it like I can't stop myself. I can't even seem to take a break. I can't seem to, want to take time off work or go on a vacation. I'm just there working, so it's that attitude of, you feel like you're a caretaker, a provider. You cannot, take time off. You have a lot on your laps, or you have a lot on your table, right? And you have a lot going on that if you take time off, you might just hit rock bottom, and you don't want to do that. Okay. Now let's see the third energy of, somebody who may have suffered some kind of abuse or kidnapped, sold. Wow. Orphaned, abandoned. So in this lifetime, if you're dealing with abandonment issues, stemming from your childhood, where maybe your parents wasn't really there, or you feel like you were deprived of family, this could be that energy where some of you, if you're resonating with this, could have been abused by anybody, an adult. It's not just kidnapping and being sold. I'm also picking up sex slavery. Even in this lifetime, you might find yourself, attracting people in that energy where it looks like people want to abuse you. It's easy for them to, abandon you quickly, even in a relationship without you doing anything. You feel you're orphaned. So all the time, things have to end with people, or you don't understand why. All right. There is an energy from your past that is asking you to look at your present. And when you look at your present, you're meant to operate from a place where you can heal whatever childhood trauma, because of course you would have experienced this as part of your childhood, stemming from the past. Okay. And you will be drawing a lot of this energy into your energy, but you have to understand that this is not who you are. This is who you are if you allow yourself to be that. Okay. But whoever is resonating with this pile over here, it talks about female farmer, it talks about Iowa female farmer, Pawnee shaman, Crow female gatherer, Ojibwe male artisan, Omaha female gatherer, Comanche male warrior, Sioux female healer, Cheyenne male hunter, Shoshone male hunter, Blackfoot female artisan, Apache male warrior. So this is linked to Native American plains. It talks about the 1000 to 1900 BC. So anybody who is resonating with this energy, you do have your past life connected to America. It doesn't matter if you're, a German in this lifetime or you're a British or whatever. You can resonate with the things of Native Americans, because when I'm reading about Sioux, Sioux female header, and the Cheyenne male hunter, and the Shoshone, these are all like tribal American, native tribal, energy for the Native Americans. So you might feel like you're drawn to them. You might also be attracting, or you find yourself attracted to their culture, or even people who are from this culture may be the ones that you like to date or might date you. All right, you just find yourself fascinated by things that are Native Americans, okay, or Native American, inclined. All right. Let's dig into your childhood memory. Holy Spirit, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let's pull for the first pile. I'm going to try to not make this a long reading, okay? Just going to get right down to it and figure out the message that Spirit is trying to get out to somebody here. All right, let's pick something, one card, Spirit, for this first pile, who may be in a servitude mentality, indentured servitude, housework, childcare, feeling they are they are obligated to take care of the people in their energy. I guess we have two cards that came out. There's something about destruction. It's a number 12. So you may be born in December. You could be a number 12, or, a life path number 3. You could be born on the day 12, or you could resonate with the number 12. All right. It could be 12, anything. But there's something, telling you to, like in your present life, you need to work towards destroying, this mentality. There's something about pleasure here. It's a number 31. You might be a life path number 4, a 3 or 1. But something here about pleasure. So there is pleasure here that, you are seeking, or you need to seek. Find a way to bring pleasure back into your life. Or maybe in this lifetime, some of you may just be there, in this energy where you just are gravitating towards pleasure. All right. It could be any type of pleasure. It could be pleasure, anything that makes you happy. If you're not in that energy, Spirit is asking you, maybe that's where you need to be. And if some of you are, excessively in this energy of pleasure, maybe in your past life, it was that energy of shamanism, or, being a male server, female server, whatever. And maybe that energy of, male, female royalty might be bleeding into this lifetime where, somebody is also, into themselves, or, trying to pour back into themselves. Like if you're not, Spirit is telling you need to pour back into yourself. You need to destroy all the old patterns, destroy the old mentality of servitude. Okay. You should not put yourself in a state of servitude. Spirit is encouraging you to work on that in this lifetime. Holy Spirit, what about, the second pile over here? The pile for those who may be addicted to anything. It could be even addicted to love, addicted to a certain type of people, a certain type of love, a certain type of relationship, a certain group of people, just addiction, something that you cannot help. Anything that we are struggling with, it would be an addiction. Okay, I think they're bringing the cards in twos. All right, we also have 2 for this group of energy over here, and it's a 29, which is an 11. So you might be a life path number 2 or 9 or 11. It doesn't have to be. I'm just throwing that out because that's the number here in front of me. Or you might be a life path number 8, where maybe in this lifetime, some of you may be in, seeking solitude, or maybe in a place of solitude, and you don't understand why. Or like if somebody is struggling with any type of addiction, they might find themselves operating from a place of solitude, because you feel like people don't understand you. When you crash and you are rock bottom, it will be from, you find yourself in a place of solitude. All right. But the boy looks very unhappy and the dog looks very, very unhappy. So, and this is a number 8, which tells me it's something like a karmic debt, something that is repeating in somebody's life, where somebody needs to let it go, or offload it, unpack it, and find themselves, to a place of confidence. All right. It's the same boy with the dog. All right. But you're being asked in this lifetime to move yourself and your energy from a place of addiction, a place of solitude, to a place of confidence, a place of freedom. Awesome. All right, let's tap into the energy for the third pile and see, Holy Spirit, what are we getting for this third pile? The pile with anyone who feels like they are, they have, or they are working on childhood trauma. It could be any type of trauma though. But it will be something that's stemming from your past, from your childhood. All right. Some of you are, spirit is like you have support. All right. So you don't have to, operate from a place where you feel like you're all alone, you're abandoned, you're always going to have support. Some of you, if you have been abused by, an older person or somebody who was supposed to be a caregiver, a caretaker, or even a father figure or something, you're being advised to, find yourself to a place where you understand that you have spirit support. All right. Look at the man is holding a door, like there is support around you and you're not meant to, feel lonely. Okay. This, you could be a life path number 2 or 4 or 6. All right. Spirit is just telling you here, you have support, and your support, doesn't have to be a physical support. We don't have to always expect people to be around us. Like if you are feeling abandonment, orphaned, it's operating from that place where we look right and left and there's nobody there. All right. And we can just feel like, we're abandoned. All right. And Spirit doesn't want you to operate from that orphaned mind state, where you feel left alone, like that nobody cares about you, and Spirit is telling you, oh, how can you feel that we care about you? All right, there's support all around you. It's only when you feel like you don't have support that you can operate from that base mindset. It's called operating from the flesh and not from the spirit. All right, when you feel like you need people around you. So anyone who's operating in this energy will definitely not feel good if they are all alone, like they'll be scared of being alone. All right. Anybody in this energy might want to remain in a relationship, even if that relationship is abusive, even if that relationship is not the best relationship for them. They might also have, the energy where they may, have run-ins with the authority, or needing to empower themselves. You need to come to a place where you are in authority of yourself. But I'm also picking up the energy of somebody might be, in law enforcement, right? Maybe in law enforcement. Let me see. Male hunter, artisan, warrior, shamanism. You might need to tap into that and your spirit, the past. You do have shamanism in your past, which means you can self-heal if you understand how to heal yourself. Okay. But you're meant to come to a place of, authority, and to understand that Officer Dogan is your pal. All right. Spirit is your pal. Your spirit is around you. You're not never alone. You have to understand that there's support all around you. You're not, wounded as you think you are, except in your mind. All right. So you need to understand that, being empowerment is a thing of the mind, and it comes from within us. And we have to find ourselves at a place where, we are empowered to understand that spirit is all around us, and we do not really need somebody to, be authoritative in our life. All right. If you are somebody who are suffering abuse even in this present life, you might need to reach out to the authorities and have that taken care of, or figure a way to release yourself from that energy. Okay. All right, let me see. Let's get this quick for pile 1. Holy Spirit, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Okay. Communicating freely for life, I'm saying life path. I need to do life path reading, right? For the first pile. All right. There's something about, you communicate from the depth of your being. If you're not, Spirit is asking you to do that. All right. If somebody is putting you in an energy of servitude where, it's disempowering, disenfranchising, you need to speak up. There's something here telling you need to communicate better. You need to speak up. Do not let people load their own responsibility on you, and where you are unable to speak. In this lifetime, communication is definitely one of the goals, one of the things that you're meant to accomplish in this lifetime. Some of you may not be communicating as you are meant to. All right. And Spirit is like, you need to communicate. No, I'm trying to pull another one. And not be operating from a place of despair. Okay. You cannot, refuse to speak up when you're being overwhelmed by people and their energy and their need for attention, or need to have other people pick up the slack for them. Okay, so you're meant to be operating from a place of confidence, and find a way to get out of a place of solitude. Anybody who's a functioning addict would love to be in a place of solitude. So maybe if you can get to a place where you can remove yourself from this energy, you might be able to overcome any type of addiction that you may be dealing with. All right. But there's a lot of confidence that Spirit is asking you to build and telling you to, stand firm. It talks about you being noble, brave, and strong. And we picked up that energy of nobility, right? Female nobility, male nobility. All right. I'm saying I am noble, brave, and strong. So you are meant in this lifetime to find yourself, in a place of empowerment, where you can understand your royalty, understand your divinity, understand your heritage. There is royalty in your heritage. There is priesthood in your heritage. Okay. And you're not just, you're not just a gatherer or an artisan or a male servant. That mentality, you can choose that if you want to, but Spirit is also telling you do have this energy working for you, and you're meant to, be operating from a place of empowerment where you can stand tall and gain your power. All right. And get to a place of confidence. All right. Awesome. Now for the third pile, all right, who may be suffering or even dealing or trying to work on the shadow work, would obviously be around childhood trauma. Right. It talks about planting seeds. Seeds of grace are being planted in the fertile soil of your soul. All right. So Spirit wants you to understand that, you are surrounded by love. You are surrounded by Spirit. Anyone who has Spirit has everything. Okay. It's not just when we have human beings. What are humans going to do for us, really? All right. Other than, put us in a place of servitude or make us, want to do things for them. But you have to understand that the only person or the only being that love you the way you are is Spirit. Okay. And Spirit is telling you, I am planting these seeds of grace in your life, and you do have a fertile soil, a fertile land, in your heart, that I'm planting all these seeds, so you're able to heal and you're able to come out strong and in a place of authority, because you do have support here. Okay. All right, guys. I think that'll be all. Just gonna keep it short and simple. Until next time, this is Healing Hands. Thanks, guys. Bye.